Hello, hello, this is Jappa Moran here. Welcome to another episode of Whiskerwood, Jappadom. In this episode, we're going to be continuing to make the colony more efficient. And in fact, let's start immediately. I'm probably going to put a slide here. Actually, I could just mine out a little channel here and put a slide down. There's a path right here, so that makes this so much simpler. So let's actually just do that. Now, how do I make a slide? Okay, anyway, I'll go with that in a second. Let's continue on with what we're planning on doing. Yes, I'm going to put a slide here. We're going to continue to mine out this layer. Because it's winter, we'll have a lot of extra time to just build up resources. So these guys don't really need it, but I will actually give them the bonus. It'd be a good feature if I could see yesterday's approval. So yeah, we're going to continue doing that. And in fact, I'm going to give these guys a bonus. Just temporarily. Until that wears off, that's fine. I have a lot extra. Let's speed up. Over here, we're going to be continuing to fill this out and also continuing to increase the amount of resources that we'll be getting from here. And actually, I think I'll also put... Let me just remove this path a little bit. Let's think about this, because I don't want... At the end of the day, I don't want there to be a path here. I want it to be above, and then you just go up to it. I'll also build stations similarly. That way we can farm this entire area. Similarly to here, I'll have it's probably separate train lines here and here, from here to here, and so on and so forth. I'll definitely be adding some cotton fields here. If I go out to here, let's check the cotton. Cotton is actually getting better and better, continually getting better. This one's also temporary. Let's make, if I go here, let's make a belt. I think this is actually a slightly more pressing matter. Add that like that. Yes, because they can get around it. And I'll put you... Hello? Oh, okay, I can't build right now. That's okay. There's water pumping. I'm also going to then get sifting tower. That's the big one. That's the one I would have gone for, so that I can stop burning logs and utilize all logs for plank production. That'll probably be like the final step in making this production line much more efficient. I'll only ever have about 2 or 3 of these. Maybe... No, I think 2 or 3 is usually enough, given they have enough of a bonus. 3 sawmills, probably up to 2 stone cutters. Once these craft masters... Oh, there we go. I'm actually going to immediately replace you and put that craft master right there. That'll be a much-needed boon to our cut stone production. Very good. Let's do... I can't do that. Can I do that? Just so they're closer to here. Where... You know what? I just thought of something. Where should we put the water pumping? This doesn't produce any pollution, so I'm probably going to have... Where should I put it, actually? This obviously isn't going to stay here. In fact, these won't even stay here. I'll definitely be building a different tree farm at some point. Most likely over here, with carted in and hoppered in, conveyored in. With, yeah. Probably with train stations or railroad stations later on. I will keep that for now. Just let that sit there. Do I need a coppersmith? I really don't. These are just not being used at all right now. They have so much wear. These scissors have so much extra wear that it's completely fine. I will actually employ you there. Let's see. So 2 craft masters are about to be finished next tomorrow, like the beginning of tomorrow. Let's actually put in that slide right now. Let's see. How do we need to build this? Because we've had a slide for a while. Boom, boom. Oh, actually, I could... Oof, do I want to waste logs like that? Oh, it's going to have to be... Boom. 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 Oh. Temporary, but that'll definitely massively speed up our movement speed. Let's see if anyone uses it. Okay. So, I think actually, once I finish cutting this off, I'm going to make a channel over here. I'm going to make steps, kind of like a pyramid, just going up. Too wide. Let me kind of show what I'm thinking about here. If I go base level, I'll go probably about... I think that's wide enough. Just like a starting channel. Mine out like... I'm gonna finish mining that. Let's... Sorry, let me try again. Try and explain what I'm thinking of here. From here, mine this out all the way up. Then go up another 2 levels to make that our Z level. So let's see. So we have this base level 1, 2, 1, 2. And then this here is the beginning of the next. 2. There's a lot of excess above it, which is fine. I think it's too wide, actually, given the amount of material. So let's actually cut back on this by this much, just to simplify how much they need to do. Oh, am I too... So... Okay, I'm actually finding it quite hard to visualize what I'm trying to do here with this system, unfortunately. You know what? We can just build from up here. That should simplify things actually considerably. If I just get rid of all of this. Come back to that. Start from up here. Simplify things. Shave this off. And shave this off. Just like that. Make a platform here. And I'll start working from that. That way I can build more efficient stairs and slides and also conveyor belts, which actually I'm going to make down drop slides to make this so much simpler. And in fact, I'll also have another storage down here, which I'll have to mine out. Okay, so they do actually use that. So that actually saves a lot of time. So let's actually make this even more efficient. Okay, actually, let's put a few of these down here. Just the ones that are close. Just 2. The rest can stay up there. That's fine. Okay, come on. supply ship. Again, I don't think I'm going to take anything. I really don't need anything at the moment. Clothing is a bit of an issue, which is not good. Do I have any flax? I do not have any flax. Okay, so I shouldn't have sold that much, but you know what? We'll survive it. Plus I gave out a bunch of approval. We probably don't need too much anyway. Maybe I keep these guys perpetually double. Actually, I'll find out. I'll take a look once this approval, or well, once this day ends. Excuse me. Sifting tower. That is perfect, actually, because I can make that right now and eliminate this district. That also produces pollution, unfortunately. Yeah, pollution, but the water does not. So I'll actually build that. Again, I need to find a temporary place. Right here is probably good. Just somewhere over to the side. So first I make water pump, which I'm going to put right there. I'm going to put like that, a water tank. Then do I have elevators? I should research elevators. That'll be a big one. For now, I'll make a sifting tower, like this, which I'm just going to put right here, just for now. Up. I'm forgetting. Is this on the right level? Not quite. I have to bring it up one. I always make this mistake, so just make sure your piping is correct every time. I would like to be able to see what I'm constructing here. Like, I'd like to see the outline, just so I can see. Slice views on temperature. Is there a way to just see exactly where all the outputs are just while it's being built? I feel like that's definitely a feature that should be added. That seems very important. Alright. Where's their progress? Do I have enough approval? Still won't know yet. Alright. 36 smoked, that is not incredible. Put master there. In fact, I will keep you guys always in your best behavior. Because we definitely have enough fish. We should have enough fuel at this point. And actually, with these buildings here, I don't produce rope yet, which is fine. Let's put a storage right there. We'll make that high priority, obviously. Because I definitely have, you know, a little bit of coal, just some. And this is why we do these tests, because clearly I missed this row. This solution works, but it's very ugly, and I'd rather not have it look like that, where it's just this gigantic trellis. Not very pleasant looking. And just like that, I'm actually going to fire both of these, because I do not need these anymore. Just a waste of fuel. I will completely get rid of those. In fact, I will allow all here, except fish. No fish. furnace. I think I do put another ore furnace. Okay, so we can fund a little bit. I put this in a very awkward position. I should have... I put these in a very awkward position. I can just get rid of this. That should be enough to put another one. Just like that. Oh. Yeah, in fact, I can just make a little path like that, and that's fine. Very, very happy with the situation. I think that they're really focusing on the rockiness, getting rid of it. Bake before. Okay, actually, while they're doing that, maybe I do actually just make temporary storage. We gotta get meeting warehouses as well. Okay, I do actually desperately need to get this one built. That one's very important. This one I will call reject all coal, which I'm gonna call for. We'll leave the rest of it. We don't need too much coal sitting here. We already got all the coal we needed down. This is why you have logistics. Very important. Oh, that's actually very cool that they can walk past that. That's fun. Okay, they're doing good work on this one. I'm actually just going to leave this part here for now. I don't need to touch that. Let's do... fuel tenders are going to take a small break, and then we're going to produce so much fuel. It's going to be a bit of a problem. And I should put this right here, as close to the storage as I can. Actually, wait a second. Like this. Because I'm probably going to build a couple more here temporarily for now, and I will actually place that a little better. Because I'm going to do that. Because that leaves room for an elevator. There's room for even more here. I'm going to go another out one. This will be one. We'll be able to go more. And with that, I can put one building. Actually, I can put two. Like that. And like that. And then... Oh, I don't have enough copper. Okay, where's my craft master? Maybe just put it in Okay, actually you stay there. You're a very important job. Where the hell did I put my craft master? I'm gonna check. Go up here. Smokery, sifting tower, ore furnace, stone cutter. The guy in the school has to stay there, so I think I'm just going to have to wait for more. This one's an apprentice, so I'm going to actually replace you. Just like that, we're up and out. We're making so much copper, we're doing very well. There's the elevator, that's very important. And I will actually immediately put on a media warehouse. So it's very important that you always continuously research as much as possible. I see what I was doing wrong here. Like that, and then that was just a little too close. So we can just put a conveyor like that. Boom. And that's how you make sure this thing's storage is never full, because one supply of fuel means that this entire thing shuts off. So the quicker you can dump that resource, the better. In fact, I'll reject all except fuel. Meaning you come here for fuel. Everything else, get the hell out. So I think clothing is going to be a bit of an issue temporarily. We're still doing okay on approval, but I'm mostly using 212 on strip mining. Very important though. And so are the Eureka moments, even if it's, that's a good amount of extra science. If I just check today, 43. So at least, I don't know, 10% of that, maybe more. Probably like 5 or 6. No, actually, hang on, you can just calculate. That's 9. Wow, 9 extra science. I call that worth it, just from these 2 alone. Hopefully with the extra ore furnace here, we'll be doing very well. I'm going to call for fuel now. That's a very important resource over here. Again, I'd like to be able to just like at least flip this around. Just being able to turn it, that would be a really cool feature as well. I would call them like little quality of life improvements that I think would be nice. Let's see just how massive this field's going to be. 11 by potential 11 by 11 exactly. That's actually pretty precise. I like that. Although I'll definitely move you, and I'll probably cut little holes here and there to allow for a couple of. How much extra do I have? I have enough extra. I think I could pay for that. But I don't need approval that badly, so, you see that message? Well, that message means nothing. It literally... so far, I've never had anything bad happen. I don't know if it's just because I'm on normal, or, like, if there's a specific reason. Like this, this forager hut was completely out of resources. Let's see what else. What? Okay, I can increase your logistics. That's okay. I want your building to be in a nice warm area. It would also be cool if I made a mod. I gotta make a mod. I gotta make mods because I want to be able to see how much of my log production over this year came from this building. That would be useful, I think. so how's our fuel? Yeah, our fuel is starting to do very well. And that's just from one of these sifting towers. And actually, I should definitely make the management office that I think that is overdue at this point. Management office is going to be extremely important. We definitely have the resources, more than enough. There's so much extra storage. Yeah, so we're not overflowing anytime soon. Though I think that's also partly because the flow of materials out from here is a little slow right now because of the winter. And also I don't have good enough air for this. Bit of a hole is fine. Solution. That brings them a little bit too far. This should simplify things a bit. Survey the mountain. This coppersmith is not a good spot. Yeah, I have so much extra scissors it doesn't. I shouldn't use it anymore. Okay. Should I build more housing? Absolutely. I think it's a good time to start expanding. This needs to move. This has currently been in the way. I need to make a new facility just for this, and then I'll expand the housing. I think I'll house that over here. This should be a good, nice... Actually, no. It needs to be a central location. Maybe I should just put it over here. It might not matter exactly where these buildings are. I don't think it matters all that much. Let's cut this back a bit. Can I go another one down? Is that possible? I think it is possible. Reduce the footprint of this. Give them a little bit of extra speed. Then I can go for logistics. I can go... Well, I can put them under this too. One. Not like that. One, and then one. That'll be the start of the facility. And I can use this for my own purposes now. I definitely also want to unlock stone paths to really speed up the movement speed throughout the colony. I will actually put a permanent bonfire station up here. I should have done that. I thought I did. I'll put it right here. That's a good spot. Right next to this. I don't need anything. I just don't need any of your resources. So instead of 3 of these guys, which only gives me 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 2 extra stations, 2 extra logistics hubs. Boom. Okay, so this is actually huge. Now we have one of the best storages, and this is a very good storage now. This one was kind of meh. This is much better. Now I don't need to worry about limits, actually. I can just produce as much as I need. that, I should move this stone cutter. It's now in the way. I'm gonna put one down here, so start on this side. Keep expanding, keep moving. I don't need it. I'll keep the building, but I won't occupy it. I'll keep this. This is actually important. Fire tenders will have to move as well. Let's move these. I have enough excess production. This should be fine. Which means I'll definitely have to move this. This also has to move, but I think in the end I'll make this corner here be full of the services. The dining hall will be right here. Bathing, probably close. You know what? I'll put it probably out here. This will be a good, you know, this whole area right here, probably in the mid floors. Good stairs for the, at first, will be, actually, hang on, where is it? Oh, it'll be in the services. The bathhouse. The showers and the bathhouse I'll build here, most likely starting with the showers, since it's just water. I can put a good row of them here, so that they'll always be able to clean themselves. Let's also give these guys a bit of a ramp. Remember, you can always get these back. It's 2 planks, and then you just break it and you get it back, so it's always free. So let's do this. Make sure I'm not putting anyone actually important in these. Okay, we're good. How are the craftmasters coming along? Already apprentices. I'd like to see it. Let's actually get a research now. Now I think, and I could go for, you know what, no. I'm going to go straight for fabrics. Fabrics is definitely where I want to head right now. I'll only occupy 1 more of these, so these guys are always moving. Yeah, one will be for the staircase, the other one will be for the stairs. So it needs to be kind of like a staircase. I'll give these guys the overtime bonus again, just so they keep working. You do not need the overtime bonus anymore, and in fact I'm going to, I'll get rid of you. I'll keep you there for now. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of everyone in it, because we don't need to work right now. This mining camp also will be moved. This area will be shaved down again. Yeah, I'll shave this area next, because that adds a bit of a purpose. This is more of a side project that I'm more slowly working on, but I should definitely concentrate my mining force, industrial force, on mining specific areas, like this. Very good. definitely specify resources. Alert. Okay. There we go again. Put this up. Just after that, I'm moving into tailor fabrics. Tailor fabrics is going to have a big boost as well. maybe there is a penalty to this, but I feel like it's not communicated well enough. As in, if my opinion is very hostile, do they increase my taxes? It doesn't feel like it. My taxes are still very low. So I'm really not going to get too deep into this one yet. Actually, I think I will as soon as we get out of winter. This one working, and then I can just dump this. In fact, since the line here, just keep going down and down and down. In fact, we can even expand it if we get lower. Just a good starting point. Can I get a bit of overtime out of you guys? Okay, we're doing pretty well. It looks like it didn't even increase that much. Didn't look like it increased that much to me. I like the song, but I'm really behind in the news. Alright, let's get you back up. I think it's warm enough that you guys can just do with it. Also, a visual glitch. I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know if this is intended. Sometimes you get this. Is that just to show that it's a sphere of this size? Why does it only have the maximum size? Yeah, once you get up to 35, that's when you see it. Kind of weird. I don't know if that's an intended feature. So look at this. The amount of resources coming out of here. I know it's backed up, but definitely snapped around. There we go. Now it's accessible. I get this up, the more logs I get in the production. I might have been able to do it here, right here. But you know what? That's alright. I'm going to put these guys back up here as well, since they are no longer needed here. Hopefully we get a bit of an improved boost. Yeah, not doing too bad. I'll definitely come back this next season. I need to get in a massive boom of new residents. Absolutely. That is a requirement. Okay, that's a good sign. Obviously, we're not going to be able to tell just yet. This is good. Okay. Still no good berry plots. Maybe I should just make this berries anyway and use fertilizer. I don't have any fertilizer. That's okay. No, I still need to use that stone. I think at this point I'm just going to try and fill this in. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be really expensive, but I think it needs to be done at this point. Kind of something like that. This rough patch here. I like how they come before, like, the snow is even melted. Oof. Tough taxes here. Let's actually try and save a few of these. 6 gold bullion and a bunch of resources that I can part with. Worth it, I think. When is the next smuggler? I'm definitely not ready for him. I do have a bit of a stone collection that I'm not using. That'll give me a bit of extra income. I really don't need it. I'm going to wait another day, and then I'm just going to completely cut the fuel tenders. Oh, I really don't want the... I do want that. Let's go... Okay, this is acceptable, I think. A bunch of fertilizer that I need. No reason not to use your fertilizer, it lasts for quite a while. Let's, at this point, I don't care about the kind of whisker. I'm more just looking for rebellious beavers, or educated beavers. Let's go again. And yet, rebellious is good. I'm gonna go for sickly and rebellious. That's acceptable. Pessimist and loner. Patient. That's acceptable. I don't like loner because everyone's gonna be sharing housing. Compassionate. Nosy, acceptable. Greedy's acceptable. That's good, I think. Food crisis. I know it looks like that, but that's just because I used up a lot of the fish that we had sitting around. Actually, I'm going to call for fuel from this guy right here. That's going to be a very big shipment route. There we go. It's a little slow, just because of how many resources there are. I don't know why it's saying that. I think it's just when you have less than a certain amount of food. But that's really not going to matter at this point, just given how many whiskers we have in each of these. Let's actually get you up to snuff, so you're reducing maximum amount of fish. I'm fine with flooding our storage a bit, that's completely fine. Smokeries definitely. I think our fields are getting hit by pollution. Let's check it out. Actually, we're not doing too bad. Pollution, you can see, pretty thick here. We're not doing too bad. This is what I like to see. Like 1%, 0%. I like the numbers, but also maybe make it a heat map. That's my opinion. I think our production is going to go up really quickly, because we're definitely mining really fast. We're just not getting all of the resources back really quickly. So, yeah, bye-bye fuel tender job. You are not currently needed. Am I not researching it? I'm not. I wasn't researching anything. Oops. I could go for table salt, because that'll really boost what I'm doing right now. And that would only mean I would just need to go to another island. I already have the tailor. I think we're good on table salt for now. Let's actually go for bronze. Start heading towards the Bronze Age. This one also, do not accept fish, and do not accept smoked fish. Okay, that's a nice improvement. Hard labor. Yeah, you chose to come out to the colonies. What did you expect? I don't know how this is valid, because you can't get there. I'm just going to accept the hit on having a lot of more opinionated whiskers, I guess. People who have much higher standards. Whiskers who have much higher standards. Let's go with this. Now that I have elevator, I'm going to keep that. I'm also going to make an elevator that goes... Oh, I'm not making any... Time to make an industry. Or a flag spin. And that one I'm going to put over... Spinner go right here. Maybe we do actually really need. Okay, you guys have to have the airtime bonus. Come on. We have. We're definitely producing enough fish. We have to be. And I can make nets. Might be a good bonus. I think it might be that their yield is being hit by pollution, maybe? It's really not that high pollution. It doesn't appear to be. Like 1% is not really anything, even though I can see it. Oh, I can see the entire cloud. Okay. This is also producing pollution, that's why. Okay. So much copper, I might want to actually get more educated whiskers. So instead of this, I'm actually just going to completely fire him, replace him with an educated person, and start getting educated whiskers so I can start expanding that. Oh, true. And I think that's reaching the end of this episode. Continued expansion up here, surviving another winter, continuing to expand our island here, our main farming area. Yeah, plans for the future, keep expanding this industry. Yes, definitely expand this industry. Move the smokeries a bit further away, somewhere over here. Give them a good way to get there, as well as having input hoppers, and probably making another tree farm over here somewhere. Alright, catch you guys in the next one.